So welcome back guys, welcome to Namaste Reaction, and today luckily I have a guest. She's from UK. Her name is Tilly, and it's so nice to have her in our channel doing the reaction bit. And thing is, what do you think about Indian media?
From what I've heard, it's not so great.
I think you're right.
Okay.
I think we, not only Nepalese, a lot of Indians and a lot of people in Asia especially think Indian media are really bad. They make it so dramatic and fake just to get views and money, and they could create any kind of news. Like they just come up with like weird stories and bring out in the media, like a news channel. And it seems like Indian news channels are more like a dramatic serials.
Yeah.
And that was their reputation. And recently this guy from India, zeenews or something, he came to Nepal. And he interviewed our Prime Minister. And it was a good interview. It was not bad. It was pretty good. And at the same time we have a very nice journalist. We all respect this guy, Rabi Lamichhane, if you have heard. This guy is very famous. And he talks live from the Skype and stuff with the people who's in trouble. And he's always like bringing out people's problems towards the media. And I have never seen he's doing something, say, fake reporting or nothing. So this guy has a good reputation. So he decided to interview the Indian guy who was here, to interview Prime Minister. And there was a little bit of drama, which you will see.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, let's get into that. And you can tell me what you think about this Indian journalist and the Nepalese guy who did it at the same time. So the speaker is quite low, so let's see. Okay, so. So yeah, this guy just said like, oh, he ran away, he was scared, he was fake, blah blah. He was talking about him. So I'm not sure what's the whole. I was thinking maybe they're gonna show the talk between these guys, but let's keep watching. It might come up too.
Okay.
Sometimes talk to me. I have a show here in Nepal, and a lot of people want to know about your statement or your program, that the interview and the other program that you made while you were in Nepal. So, is that okay if I ask you some question and record it?
So you want to do video or you want to do audio?
Video is better if you want to do a video. I have a show that is live. It's tonight. If I can have you on a video call, that would be great. Because you do a live, it's live. I prefer that. If not, I can do.
So let's do one thing, right?
Yeah.
So let's do one thing. Right now I'm having lunch.
Okay.
Let me reach office and can you call me say after 2 hours?
Yeah, I can do that.
And then we'll do it.
That's fine. After 2 hours.
Yeah. So after 2 hours.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fine.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Bye.
Okay. This is my number. Okay.
Ravi, one more thing.
Yeah.
Can you just tell me the questions you want to ask me? Question what's happening?
Are you serious? So that you're a journalist and you're asking a journalist to send a question before having an interview? That's
No,
not funny, man.
But then, no. But then I will be, I will mentally be prepared for those kind of things.
It's based on whatever it's based on your recent interview with the Prime Minister and your recent program, and it's about the recent issue that is going on. Your statement, your campaign, your interview, your program.
Oh. Alright, that's so weird. What happened?
No problem.
I'll react to that too.
Milako, the internet's not the best. But yeah, did you get a rough idea what's happening here now?
Well, to be totally honest, I don't know which one is the Indian one and which one is the Nepali one, so sorry.
There you go. So this guy's the Nepali guy,
Okay.
and this guy's an Indian. So he was basically saying, so while you're in Nepal now, and you're from a famous zeenews channel, and you have interviewed our president already, and it was already published or aired too. And he came up with like, okay, while he's here, I should do the show and ask this guy, take an interview with this guy too. And so he called him saying like, if it's possible to make an interview with you, and they were like chatting, say, can we do audio or video? This guy was asking, and he goes, video is fine because he's normally just a live show, so it's not like a script, what do you call it, edited or blah blah blah. It's just like live. When sits there and calls them what happened there and puts
Okay.
it live in the air through. And then like he was like okay with that. They set up a meeting like say 2 hours later or something. But he was like call me 2 hours later, and then I could go into this interview. And again he kind of like stopped and he goes, and how about can you send me the oh wait, one second.
What questions he's gonna ask, right? He
Yeah.
wants to know in advance,
Exactly.
which is random.
Yeah, and he was like, who would expect? I never thought like that's gonna be said by someone like this guy. And I don't know, and he was like really was like what?
Take him back. Huh?
And he was not so he's like, oh yeah, that's so normal, typical Indian media. And he was like, and he was trying to make it like, oh shit, really? You wanna have a question beforehand? And I think you're a journalist, but you're asking these kind of things. And he was bagging about it, but let's finish this video and see where they go.
Okay, let's see.
I think they're gonna fight.
I will be happy actually. I have a money in Rabi Lamichhane. If they have a fight.
Right.
All right.
And this is my message to Mr. Sudhir Chaudhury. Mr. Chaudhury, please give me a call anytime you want. I have some questions for you. You are making a show and you are making a news that is fake, and I don't know, maybe just to hunt the TRP. You are defaming my nation. You are defaming my country. You are dragging my country to gain your TRP maybe. Please don't do that. It's not acceptable.
Yeah, he's right.
We have few questions on this, and we really want to make sure that you don't do that in the future. And you have not even apologized for your recent statement. Please contact us. You have my number anytime. If you want to do an interview, live, recorded, it's up to you. But my main reason to contact you is to stop you, to make fake news or dragging our country for your TRP. Please don't do that. That is my only concern. That is the only reason I'm trying to talk to you. If not, you don't have to talk on this. I hope as a journalist you can understand this.
Yeah.
Please stop this forever. And we are not your TRP material. Have some.
So that was it.
And what was the problem? Did he interviewed the Prime Minister and he asked the wrong questions, or he
No.
reported the wrong thing? Or?
No, it was all good. Like he came to interview Prime Minister, and it all went well. And it was aired, so interview was already in the say channel, the TVs. Everyone's okay. Like it was all good. And then only this guy has different channel, so he decided like, oh, while the Indian reporter is here, I'll interview Indian reporter. Like what's his view on like whatever he came to Nepal for, or like what's happening here now. Because they have a bad reputation. All Nepalese, we think like zeenews and this reporter had always made like a fake news about, oh, China is making us do this, China is making us do that. Every time something happens or some news comes out, they bring out China all the time. Like, and Pakistan too, always like something happens in Nepal, they bring out, oh, Chinese are doing this. Or like China making the Prime Minister do this. So we were always against it. And at the same time, he tried to take advantage, like to ask him questions about all this. And he called him saying, oh, can you give me a moment to have an interview? And he was like, okay, 2 hours later, call me to do an interview. And he goes, can you send me the questions?
So he wants to know exactly what he's
Yeah,
going to
so he was
ask
really
first.
scared. Like he was like scaredy cat. He's like he was really nervous. Like oh, they're gonna trap me with some questions and stuff. So he was like not gonna come and be like, okay, what are
Very
you gonna ask?
confident,
Yeah. So it was just a reality put in our face actually. So we all kind of had this all the suspicion without proof, but we knew it was always like a fake news because we know like nothing happened here, and they bring up all the weird stories. And a lot of people, they have like billions of viewers, I guess, and they're all misled with no proofs, no nothing. So it's really bad what they're doing. And we are kind of happy that he kind of
Said it straight
caught
to his
it. Yeah,
face.
exactly.
And then, for example, like, the problem is they are talking bad about, like, let's say China or something. So does that mean that they want the Nepalese people to be against Chinese and it's in the favor of India, or?
I think like the Indian media have a big audience in India, so they give them like a name of China or say something bad about China, and the people are like, they're happy, and they're feeding them like with the misinformation just to make them happy and more views for their own gain too. And the news doesn't make any sense, but they still bring out like, oh, this and this and that. And we didn't like it, and this was like a say thug life moment for us, because this guy was just doing a normal day interview kind of thing, trying to get him come to his interview, and suddenly he goes, oh, can we bring you the script? And it was like, oh no, so all these Indian channels, they always interview like they get
Now
the
you know what
questions,
they're doing before.
and they're like all come prepared, like with the answers and everything. So I think that's how it works now. It's pretty clear.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
He asked straight for the script, right? He didn't
Exactly.
even, like, go around the point.
Nah,
That's
he was
straight.
like,
That's
any
the
similar
question.
questions, like, come on, like, who does that?
Yeah, that's not good, right?
So yeah, that was that, and I'm like, I'm super happy. Like you watched it also, so you kind of knew something going on with the Indian media, but now you kind of have a little proof for yourself too. Like you'll be like, oh, this is how they do the job. Or something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
good.
And I'm super happy because we hate Indian media.
Oh,
I love India. I love India, people, places, beautiful. But the politics and the medias are really bad there.
oh
That's the only thing I'm against. So if you're Indian, don't hate me. I only hate the system and the bullshit media guys you guys have. So that's what I think, and I just share with my friend, and you guys know it too. If you know more about this Indian media bullshit, let us know in the comments. And we'd like to thank Dili so much for coming today and sharing our opinion about this Indian media, what happened. Only this moment. There was a lot of other moments which we can't even put in the internet, I guess, like it's just too much. So for now, thank you so much guys for watching. Thank you Dili for being here. And please share, subscribe, and like. Yeah, exactly. And namaste. Bye-bye.
Stay right.